Hello, fourth grade. This is lesson 87 in math. We'll start with the mental math and we'll do F. Which day of the week is 71 days after Monday? Well, we know there's 7 days in a week, so 71 divided by 7 is 10 with a remainder of 1. So we know 10 weeks after Monday will be Monday again. So with the 1 day, we'll just add on. So Monday, Tuesday. So the answer for F is Tuesday. Let's go to G, estimate. Jayla is running 1/2 mile in 4 minutes and 57 seconds. Well, we can say that she ran 1/2 mile in 5 minutes. The question asks us how long would it take her to run 1 mile? Well, 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1. 5 plus 5 equals 10. So it would take her 10 minutes. H. 5 squared. Again, 5 squared is 5 times 5. So 5 squared is 25. Plus 5 squared is 25. That equals 50. Plus 6 equals 56. Divided by 8, 56 divided by 8, and we should know that that is 7. So our answer is 7. All right, so let's do the problem solving. Sandra purchased a CD for $12.95. There was sales tax on that for $1.10. She paid with a $10 bill and a $5 bill. So she paid $15, and she got 5 coins back as change. All right, so let's add up our cost. So 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 plus 1 is 10. Bring down my decimal, carry my 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Bring down my 1 and bring down my $sign. Okay, so she paid $14.05. Now we could subtract this out, but hopefully we can see that 15 minus 14 is $1, and $1 minus 5 cents is 95 cents. All right, so knowing that she's getting 95 cents back in 5 coins, let's just start with our quarter. 25, 50, 75. All right, so 95 minus 75 brings us to 20. We have 2 coins left. We have 20 cents left, so that leaves us with 2 dimes. So there are our 5 coins. All right, let's move on to the lesson. Multiplying 2 two-digit numbers. I cannot stress enough how important it is to be neat. You have to keep your numbers in their proper lines. So, and we always start with the right and work our way to the left. So, we're going to start with our 2, and we start on the bottom here with our 2, and we're going to multiply it straight up. 2 times 4 is 8. We're going to continue on with our 2, and now we go to our 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Now, the book says there's 2 methods. One to put a place filler in here, or one to leave it blank. I always say put the place filler in. So, because we are moving to our tens column now to multiply, so we're not going to put anything in our ones. So that is why we put this 0 here. All right, now we can move on. So we're going to go, and remember, we're going from left to right. So we're taking our 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. So we're done with our multiplying, so now we just need to add it up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. Bring up my 1, and 1 plus 3 is 4. So 408. Let's do our next example, 31 times 23. Remember, we need to stay neat, and we're going to start with our starting at the right and working our way left. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. We are done with our ones column. We're moving on to our tens, so we need to put in our place filler. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So now we're going to add these up. 3 plus 0 is 3. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry my 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 713. All right, we're going to work out all the practice problems together. So A, 32 times 23. And we'll go 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Place filler. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Adding those up, 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 4 is 13. Carry my 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. Let's go to B. 23 times 32. Starting with our right, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Place filler, 0. It's going to our tens column. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Add those up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 4 plus 9 is 13. Carry my 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. We ended up with the same answer. And if you would have looked at the problems, 32 times 23, 23 times 32, we would know that because of the associative property of multiplication, that we would have ended up the same answer. It doesn't matter the order of the numbers, it just matters the answer. All right, so let's move on to C. 43 times 12. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Place filler, 0. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. You're seeing what I'm doing here. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry my 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 516. D. 34 times 21. Remember, neatness counts. We'll start with our right hand. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. Place filler. Before we move on to our 2's. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. Now we will add these up. 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 8 is 11. 1 plus 6 is 7. 714. And E. 32 times 32. Starting with the right. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Place filler, 0. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Let's add those up. 4 plus 0 is 4. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1024. F. 22 times 14. And we'll go 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. Place filler. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. We'll add these up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And for our last two, we'll do G. 13 times 32. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Place filler. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. Add these up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 9 is 11. Carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. And H. 33 times 33. Starting at our right. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Place filler. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And we'll add those up. 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1089. All right, so I will give you a couple of problems, and we'll start. I'm just going to remind you on 9, it says 13 squared. Again, we're not doing 13 times 2. We're doing 13 times 13. So you can work that problem out Let's do a little review on division. And we'll look at 17. 1,000 divided by 7. 7 can go into 1, 0 times. So we just move on. 7 goes into 10, 1 time. So we put a 1 above our first 0. 7 times 1 is 7. Subtract that out. 10 minus 7 is 3. Bring down our first 0. Our second 0. 7 goes into 34 times. 7 times 4 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. We should be able to see that. And we'll bring down our last 0. 7 goes into 20 2 times. 7 times 2 is 14. 20 minus 14 is 6. So 142, remainder 6 for 17. All right, let's go on to 27. In this polygon, which side appears to be parallel to AB? Remember, parallel is train tracks. So if we have side AB, which one is parallel to it? Which one is train tracks to AB? So that would be side CD. And you could do side CD. All right, B. Oops, this was A. B. Which angle appears as if it might measure 110 degrees? So remember, 110 degrees is obtuse. A right angle is 90 degrees. Okay, so it's a little bit more than 90, but not that much. So which angle do you think it is? A appears to be 90. C appears to be 90. B is acute, so that's less than 90. So it would be the answer for B is angle D. All right, and we'll just look at 29 real quick. 29, you're going to have 4 answers for this problem. I'll give you the first answer. It says, write the decimal number for the shaded part. All right, so if we look at our columns, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 6. So the answer, 0.46. So that's the decimal number for the first number. You need to go ahead and find the decimal number for the second number. The sum, remember, is adding, and the difference is subtracting. So you're going to want to find those 3 more answers. All right, thank you and good luck.